Okay, so welcome everyone again to tonight's Unstuck, a body scan awareness meditation with Amanda Williams, class of 2001. I'm Adrienne Teague. I'm our Executive Director of Alumni Engagement here at Mary Baldwin, and it's just such a pleasure to be with you all tonight. Amanda has joined us earlier as we celebrated Women, Wine, and Chocolate back in March as part of Women's History Month, and led just a wonderful savory meditation there. So I really highly encourage you, if you can connect with her offline, to participate in any of those meditations that she's leading. She's wonderful, and we had a great time celebrating women and a few of our sweet and savory things back in March. So we're so glad to have her back tonight. I just want to say that even in this pandemic, we have really not let this keep us down. There's a lot of heaviness out there as it relates to just surviving and thriving during this time. And so our team here at Mary Baldwin has really researched very intentional and meaningful ways that we can remain connected with all of our alumni around the world. And so I'm just so excited. As you saw in the opening slideshow, we've had activities all year. As a matter of fact, I can remember this time last year, our team was trying to figure out how we were going to pivot our virtual homecoming without even having a Zoom subscription. And so we have come a mighty long way, and it's just been so good to connect with our alumni throughout these many months, and just know that we really miss having you on campus, and we look forward to getting further along in our vaccination periods and with safety protocols to where we can welcome you back to your alma mater in person. And so if you're interested in getting more involved with us, you can always find information on the new alumni website, which is alumni.marybaldwin.edu. And I encourage you to reach out to me at any time. I'm always happy to have a conversation and figure out how we can get you better connected back with Mary Baldwin. And so as we get ready to move into tonight's mindfulness experience, just a few tips to help you out on Zoom. So if you have not already got a glass of water with you, that's something good, and this would be a very good time, because what I'm sharing with you is not as important as what Amanda will share with you in just a little bit. So you may want to go get some water so you can be hydrated and have that nearby. And if you're on a computer, you'll see that we're going to pin Amanda's screen up in just a moment so that you can see her and really hear the words that she's saying as she walks us through our meditation tonight. If you happen to have any technical issues, I'm on your line and I'm your tech gal, so just pop those in the chat and I'm more than happy to assist you with those. And so we'll just ask that during the meditation portion of tonight, if you'll keep your mic on mute and your video off so you can really just enjoy and partake. We'll have a moment at the very end where you can have some Q&A time with Amanda and just ask any questions that you have in general about mindfulness, about practicing mindfulness, and about maybe anything that you've heard in tonight's session. So it's now my pleasure to say hello and to introduce officially Amanda Williams to you all. So Amanda is a hospitality specialist and meditation coach, and she is the founder of Shama Healing, a modality-based practice offering personalized and group services and mindful nourishment, Reiki, meditation, and mindset coaching. She's also a proud 2001 graduate of Mary Baldwin, where she majored in Asian studies with a minor in art history and anthropology. And so Amanda, thanks again for being with us tonight and for facilitating this evening. And before we get started, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Let's have some Q&A up front, just so that our attendees tonight can get to know you a little bit better. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great. Thank you for having me tonight, Adrienne, and welcome everyone to this session.
Perfect. Well, Amanda, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got into mindfulness and meditation.
Sure. So I began my journey with mindfulness, I would say more or less in my mid-30s. However, with life and work, I really strayed away. And it wasn't until the pandemic hit that I became furloughed and unemployed, and I was really kind of seeking more purpose in my life. And really that's when meditation sort of, I would say, came in and saved me. So it was something I began as a daily practice. And then I realized that so many of us were also experiencing the same. So whether we were, it was my friends who were working moms, or, friends that had to go completely remote, or now, we can't see different family members. I realized that meditation was something that was something people can go to as kind of a healing a modality. And so with that, I got really just engaged in the whole study of it. So began studying Reiki, became a practitioner, and then now have completed my 300 hours in meditation training and teaching. So just really something that I've been trying to bring more into my life, and using all these tools as I go forward.
That is awesome. And yes, I think now more than ever, mindfulness is completely something that we should all be practicing, because it's so easy to get sucked into the stresses of life. And so I'm glad that you found that over this past year, and we're so glad that you're here with us. So can you also share with us a little bit about your Mary Baldwin experience? Why did you choose Mary Baldwin? And then what was your experience like? And maybe, a favorite memory from your time here?
Yes, absolutely. So I chose Mary Baldwin because I wanted to go to a smaller liberal arts college, but also one that was, of course, female-focused education. I also at the time was I'd been studying Japanese, so I would already 2 years as a Japanese student in high school, and I was really looking for a program, and most colleges at the time, this is in 97, really weren't offering an Asian studies focused program. So that is, of course, when I went the famous Dr. Matro, and we had already had a long established program with Doshisha Women's College. So it was kind of a perfect fit, and we had a Japanese teacher that was, had just, really kind of established a Japanese language program at the college. And so it was just a really perfect timing to do that. And I would say one of my favorite memories is I swam all 4 years. So I was on the college swim team, and I just remember lots of amazing road trips, and just with the other women on my team, and the coach that we had. He was amazing, Coach Couch. I don't know if he's still around, but I just remember that was like some of my best times, and just the road trips that we had, but also just along the friendships that I made, and all the professors that I had. I mean, there were so many great professors. I think everyone can attest to that, who really sort of pushed you, and pushed you to really think out of the box and expand and go, and they encouraged you whatever you wanted to do. So
Yeah, it's I unfortunately have not been here long enough to know all of the faculty, and to really dive into a lot of the history. And it's one thing that I'm looking forward to. But I can tell you that in the conversations that I've had with alumni, that community, that connection are the two words that they share with me. And so you are right. That is something that I think our alumni can attest to at Strength, and something that I feel pretty confident that our current students can also attest to, are those really strong faculty connections, and then also just the staff administrators, like the coaching staff, and folks over in student engagement as well. So I'm glad to hear that that's been a theme over these past 20 years. And you are celebrating your 20th reunion at homecoming this year. So congratulations. Like, what happened to time, right? Gosh. Well, so it has been 20 years since you've left Mary Baldwin. And you shared a little bit with us about, where you are now, but what has your journey been like since you graduated to today?
Sure. So after college, I actually moved to Egypt to teach English for 2 years. And then from there, I went to London to grad school, came back. I was with the Smithsonian Institution for 8 years, working at the National Museums of Asian Art in a public relations role. And then from there, moved to Miami to work with Design Miami, which is the Art Basel Design Fair. So I was working between there and Switzerland. And then the last 5 years, I have been with the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company, and was just recently working with them in the Middle East, in Bahrain, where I oversaw our resort there. And now presently back in New York with our flagship.
That's so awesome. Oh, you have a life that I wish that I had. But it's pretty good here in Stanton too, so I'm not going to trade it in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so as you're getting ready to take us on this journey, just a question for you is, what is one mindful practice or mindfulness practice that you follow every day that you would recommend to someone else?
Sure. So I believe that you should have just really one daily ritual, if minimum. And my daily ritual is I love to wake up early when the sun rises and spritz my little garden that I have on my windowsill. And it's just kind of a way for me to tend to plants and feel connected to nature, especially living in New York. And then from there, I go into a meditation practice. And that really kind of helps me ground and center for the day. So, and with Mindfulness Month, this Mindful in May, I've been encouraging everyone to do a 30-day mindful challenge, which I had sent out to my members today, to really bring more mindfulness into their lives. I see mindfulness really as a lifestyle and not so much a task that has to be added on, but how you can bring and be more mindful in life and flow through life with any challenges that you may have, or as you go throughout your day. And sometimes it's just as small as saying kind words to a stranger, a self-care day, noticing the colors of a sunset, watching a sunrise, whatever it is that can just, one, better the world and bring more love and gratitude, but also, a way that's a beautiful reflection of yourself. So.
Oh, that's just perfect and awesome, and something I look forward to striving to, as well as creating those good habits that are not only good for ourselves, but also do what you're talking about, which is radiate the kindness out. So thanks so much for sharing that. So one last question before I turn the mic over to you and let you get started. What is your favorite part about this upcoming meditation that you're going to lead us on?
Sure. So this is a full body relaxation, and I really love it because it's really about connecting with the physical self. And we're going to be breathing into different parts of our body to be unstuck. So often it really helps to also kind of release any energetic tensions or maybe pain body sensations. Most humans have trauma in their life, in their body. So many times it could be just from a broken elbow or a wrist when you were a child, or other traumas, whether emotional or physical. So it's really important as we kind of bring meditation into our life. It is a healing modality. So how we can kind of breathe into those spaces and kind of like just help that energy to move in the body and move and help you just get unstuck. I think this is also great. I know many of us kind of sit all day in a chair and we're at a desk. So this is also just a really nice way to kind of relax the body, and kind of, bring some energy and air and breath into the different spaces of the physical body.
Awesome. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you officially and have you help us all get unstuck and de-stress from those stressors that exist in our lives. So everyone, please join me just in welcoming Amanda. Thanks so much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to share my music. And if you haven't already, I'd like you to begin to get comfortable. If you'd like to lay down, go ahead now. The pillow at your head, and maybe even a pillow underneath your knees. Whatever it is to make you most relaxed. Thank you today for joining me to honor your mind, your body, and your soul. Taking this moment to leave the past behind, the future for later, and just focusing on the present and the physical body as we savor this beautiful space together. Begin with a scan meditation, recognizing the places you may feel stuck and releasing any tensions to start fresh for the days and weeks ahead. So with that, you can get a little bit more comfortable. Do so now. And I ask, if you are laying down, to have your palms facing up in receiving mode, to receive the energy from the universe. And if you are just sitting in a chair, just have your spine straight but not stiff. And I'd like you to uncross your legs so that you can feel the safety of Mother Earth below you. We'll begin today by bringing awareness to your breath and just inviting your natural rhythm to slow down. So I want you to take in one small, slow, deep breath, holding and letting it all out. And do that again. Breathing in. And slowly and gently breathing out. And when you're ready, you can just allow your eyes to float closed if they're not already. Or if you're sitting and you just want to have a small gaze, that is fine too. And just go ahead and open up your senses. Just listen to the sound of my voice as it guides you through today's meditation. Bringing awareness to the areas in your body where I say. Breathing in peace and breathing out calm. High and low, like the tides coming onto the shore. Now let's begin to bring your attention to the physical body, noticing how you feel in this moment. Beginning to open up any areas where you feel stuck or may have tension. And as you begin to open up, I'd like you to draw your awareness down to your feet. Maybe wiggle your toes from the pinky to the center, and finally to your big toe. Now on the back of your feet, and breathing awareness to each body part that I call out. Your ankles, the back of your legs, your knees, your upper legs, your hips, your sitting bones. Your groin, your lower abdomen, your belly, your belly button, mid-back, upper back, solar plexus, your upper chest, heart center, again breathing in and breathing out. Your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, lower arms, your hands, your fingers, your neck, the back of your neck, your whole head, your forehead, your eyes, behind your eyes, your nose, back of your nose, your jaw, your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, back of the throat, your spine, your heart and your mind, and now let your attention expand out to include your entire body as a whole. And notice how you feel in this moment. Bringing into your the gentle rhythm of the breath as it moves through the body. Notice how you feel in this moment versus how you felt when you started. And maybe notice if you could open up any more, breathing deeper into the spaces where you may still have tension or feel stuck, and just letting it go, letting go of any unwanted tensions into your body, maybe even grounding that down into the earth and releasing that down and that energy down into the earth. Yourself to sit in this physical presence right now for a few more moments. Just breathing in high and low, like the tides coming onto the shore, and holding yourself in this moment to just let go. And when you are ready, you can begin to open up your eyes softly and maybe focus on something in front of you to bring your attention back to time and space with a smile on your face. And when you can come back to this mindful practice anytime you'd like. Giving yourself even a small hug for showing up today and surrendering yourself to stillness and love of thyself, and practicing mindfulness with a full body relaxation to ease into a comfortable sleep this evening. I thank you for joining me today. It's been an honor and privilege to hold this space